All right, you guys, I'm sorry I lost you there. I'm not sure why it ended, but it ended. So let's pick up where we left off. I'm just doing a bow. You jump back on. Thank you for joining me, or rejoining me here. Just making a bow with that, with that Splendor ribbon here. Let me cut that. Just give it some design. And then I'm gonna attach it with some glue dots. Thank you for coming back, Cindy. I'm not sure what happened there, but I noticed it stopped and then I started it as soon as I saw that. Just gonna get a bow right there on that little side right there. So there you go. That is card, I did it backwards, but this is card number 12. I'm doing it as 11, but it's number 12. So it's the Snowflake Designer Series paper. And then the next set is the Magic in the Night Designer Series paper, which is the Halloween paper. And look at this paper. There's 6 sheets here. You get 6 sheets, but it's 12 by 12. So there's that side right there. And then when you flip it over, you've got all these other designs. Look at that design. Very vintagey. If vintagey is even a word, I think it's just vintage, but it's vintagey. It's cute. And we're going to be using that particular piece of paper right here. And we are going to keep this black and white. Look at this card. Plus, the Halloween suite has its own metallic mesh ribbon, and we're going to be using that too, since that goes really well with this black and white and kind of monochromatic designer series paper here. So let's go ahead and because it's a black piece of cardstock, we want to definitely put a white base on the inside so that you'll be able to stamp or write and they'll be able to read it. So we got that in there. And then we have Whisper White and Basic Black, and then we have this piece of designer series paper that's going to go on top of that. So let's go ahead and build this mat. I'm going to get that centered. And then the same thing with this designer series paper. Let's get some glue on the back of that. Get that centered in that basic black mat. Okay, now before we put this down on our cardstock, let's get some adhesive on the side so that that ribbon will stick. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? Gorgeous. Let's get that. You like that, huh, Dee? This paper is gorgeous. We're just going to spread this across. Hi, Michelle. And then we're going to pull that across. Make sure it sticks onto the adhesive. And then I'm going to go ahead and just use this while I have this in my hand. The seal. Okay, so I got seal all the way around it. And then let's put that down in the middle of our black base. Oh, you guys, this is gorgeous. And then for the ink, we're actually going to use Basic Gray. We're going to pull Basic Gray back out. And we're going to reuse this sentiment, the thank you for all that you are. So we'll ink that up. Make sure I've got some good coverage. And then we're going to go down on this piece of Whisper White that's been die cut using one of the Stitch So Sweetly dies. We'll cover that up there. And we'll get some dimensionals on the back of this just one on each corner here, or one on each side. And let's get that in the center. We're not even going to do a bow with this one because all you need is that little bit of ribbon that shows on each side. But if you wanted to do a bow, if say you were doing this card yourself, you could put this off to the side just a little bit. Let's just go ahead and do that, just because we can. Just put it off to the side just a little bit and get some more ribbon. Cut you a piece there, and then if you can thread that through this piece right here, I'm gonna try to get that to go through. Try to get that through. Hold on, bear with me here. I probably should have done that beforehand, but this is an afterthought. I want to get, this might be tougher than I thought, guys. Trying to push that ribbon through without messing up the top layer. There we go. Whew, that was rough. What we're doing is we're going to do a side bow over here. Just take this, make your bow. Turn it sideways. You can adjust your bow, and then whatever's left, just trim off the excess. And there you go. You've got your two cards. Your Snowflake Splendor card with that Designer Series paper, and then the Magic and the Night Designer Series paper, just using that particular piece there. You like that, huh, Michelle? It is pretty. You could even turn it that way if you wanted your greeting to go horizontal instead of vertical like I did. But yeah, just make sure you put an insert on the inside. And then this could be any other sheet. Remember, we've got all kinds of other sheets that go with that. There's some larger ones. I'm sorry, there's the larger ones. And then you have all these other sheets as well that are so pretty. So pretty, even the diamonds. Then you have this vintage kind of look in Pretty Peacock. But then you also have, you know, this kind of doily look. So there you go, you guys. Hope you like them, and we'll see you back in about 45 minutes.